How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel where my only goal is to help you become an awesome player. In this video, we're going to go through some platinum replays submitted by our subscribers. We'll look at the goals they concede and go over the mistakes they make so you know what to avoid in your games. Starting off with a ones game with Mika. He dominates the first half, but it starts to go downhill in the second half. I'll let this first goal play out and we'll talk about his mistakes and what he could have done better. So he plays the ball across into his corner. As you go for your corner boost in ones, the opponent almost always chases you for a demo, and Mika senses him, charging like a bull, so he goes up the wall. They both turn to challenge, but Mika gets beaten. His power slide turn isn't as efficient. Notice that he picks up the 100 boost, but doesn't actually use it to turn. I've already made a video on how to do power slide turns correctly, so if you need help, I'll link that video in the description. Then after he gets bumped, he jumps to challenge, but once again, he doesn't use his boost. If he did, he could have blocked the opponent's hit. He was being so careful about not wasting boost that he ended up not using it at all. Also, he didn't have to turn and challenge. Going for a challenge on the wall is always going to be a little bit awkward. Even if he reached the ball, he could have lost the challenge. So going back would have been the safer play, and he could have just defended the shot. Now let's look at the second goal. The first mistake is the heavy touch that gives the possession away. He should have hit the ball up the wall close to the boost, allowing him to maintain possession and stay on the attack. The second mistake is that when the ball bounces off the wall, he doesn't expect a shot. He also misses the boost, which doesn't help, but whenever the ball bounces in front of your opponent, you should always back off and expect a power shot. He actually gets a touch on the ball, so if he was even a meter further back, he would have saved it. And the third goal is similar to the second. The opponent plays it down, Mika misreads it, thinking he might dribble, so he turns, and the opponent unleashes a powerful shot. Again, whenever the ball is about to bounce in front of someone, always expect a big hit. Start to back off. If the shot comes, you'll be ready. If he starts dribbling, then you can close down the gap. Now the final goal of the match. You have to give respect where it's due. His opponent is mixing up his attack really nicely. The last two times the ball bounced, he took power shots, but this time he sees the space Mika has given him and goes for a flick. Mika's mistake is that he gives him too much time and space. Instead of driving all the way back, he should have shadowed instead, as it's the best way to defend in ones. However, he was scared of a power shot, so I can understand why he backed off. But in this position, as soon as he saw that instead the opponent is going for a flick, he should have started boosting towards him to challenge. You'll want to contest the ball before he gets it under control when he's so close to the goal. Next, let's move on to a doubles game. We're spectating Mafu from the orange team. His teammate goes for a pass, it gets defended and Mafu makes the decision to challenge, but he gets beaten, and on the way back his teammate gets bumped and the opposition score. Now the mistake here is the decision by Mafu to challenge. Sometimes it is good to contest early, however in this situation the boot player is closer to the ball and already boosting to it. Mafu has to turn and that's why he gets beaten. In doubles, if your teammate hasn't recovered, then you need to be extremely careful about challenging. If you lose the challenge, it's an easy goal for them, like in this scenario. And even if you get to the ball first, don't just bang it hard off the back wall, as it will set up a counterattack for the opponent. Try to give your teammate some time to recover before going in for a challenge. The next goal. Now this one's simple, his teammate just misses. However, he did actually predict the bounce correctly, he just didn't have any boost left to reach it. He comes back and kind of just stops, which you should never do. Instead, keep moving over the small boost pads as you're waiting for something to happen. That way you've always got some boost and momentum for faster challenges and aerials. Now moving on to the third goal they concede, and it's the same story. Samurao is charging in to a challenge while Mafu hasn't recovered yet, and the opponent plays it smart, goes for a low 50-50 and gets the goal. Again, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to give your teammates time to rotate before challenging. One thing I noticed that Mafu could have done better is that he goes for the corner boost. In doubles, if you land near the corner, it's fine to steal the boost, but don't go out of your way to steal it as it only slows down your rotation. Instead, Mafu should have went straight down the field and grabbed the small boost pads on the way. Let me repeat that since it will help you win games. In doubles, if you're the last man, buy time for your teammate to rotate before challenging, and if you're the person rotating, getting back as fast as possible is your priority. The next goal is actually straight after the kickoff. Samurao doesn't flip to the ball and loses the kickoff quite hard. First of all, diagonal flips are your best friend, after me of course. You want to diagonal flip to the ball and diagonal flip into the ball as well. You also want to hold boost as you're flipping to reach the ball faster. You'll be surprised at how effective this simple kickoff is. It even works fine in Grand Champ lobbies. If you want a detailed explanation, let me know down in the comments below and I'll make a full tutorial. But that's all the goals in this doubles game. It's time to look at our final game, which is a 3v3 and we are spectating Binvo on the orange team. Starting with the first goal they concede. There's a lot going on here, so I'm going to point out the mistakes as we go along. I do like how Binvo is rotating to the back post instead of cutting across the field. He must have watched my how to defend in threes video. However, he has 76 boost and has no need to grab this corner boost. He should have just left it for his teammates. Another mistake here, Binvo shouldn't be going near post. If there's already a teammate positioned there, then you should always stay at the back post. Another thing you shouldn't do is follow your teammates in for a challenge. It's clear that Binvo started watching my how to defend in threes video but didn't quite watch it to the end, because if he did, he would have knew to cover the back wall. The ball goes to the centre and Jeff also comes out the goal, leaving it undefended. They concede this easy goal due to poor positioning. I'll link that video in the description, which explains the correct way to position by having one person at the back post, one at the near post and one challenging the ball. Definitely check that video out as it will help you clean up your rotations and completely prevent easy goals like these. Moving on to the second goal. I don't think I need to explain why pre-jumping shots at the platinum rank is a bad idea, so let's just carry on. Poor Jeff is left to defend a 1v3 and in his attempt to challenge quickly, he hits the ball straight at the attacker. Jeff could have easily prevented this goal if he only hit the ball up the wall. You need to think about where you're hitting the ball. Try to play around them instead of straight at them. It will save you from being dunked. Let's move on to the final goal of the match and video. Binvo's rotating from attack. He has no boost since he hasn't gone over a single small boost pad, and he decides he doesn't want to go for the corner boost. When the ball comes to him, he can't reach it. Now what would you do in this situation? The opponents are counterattacking. Would you A, go for the mid boost, B, go for the corner boost, or C, go back to goal? If you chose A for the mid boost like Binvo, then you chose the wrong answer. The correct thing to do is go straight back to the goal and help defend, as poor Jeff is all by himself again. If you have low boost, you need to be going over the small boost pads. You could go for the corner boost if there isn't an immediate danger, but in this situation the ball is about to be passed to the centre, so you need to help defend the goal. Their third teammate also goes for the opponent's corner boost instead of going straight back to goal. If you're playing at the higher ranks, it's okay to delay your rotation since your teammates are normally skilled at defending. However, at the lower ranks, you need to be playing it much safer and prioritising getting back as fast as possible. I'm going to start a rank up series when the new season starts to help you improve your decision making and tactical play. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. That's it for this video guys. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.